Tom.
Hello everybody, Tom Fawkes here. Welcome back to more Diddy Kong Racing. In the last episode, we were tackling the silver coin challenges for the for Adventure 2. I don't think I ever actually explained why I didn't just play through Adventure 2 in the Let's Play. That's because it's generally more or less the same thing, just the tracks are reversed. The reason I'm only doing the silver coin challenge is because the locations of the silver coins change between Adventure and Adventure 2. This one took me a couple tries because I didn't know there was one behind that hay bale. Anyway, this episode we're going to be continuing on with that, and for good measure, facing off against Wizpig again. Not the first time, the last time. I probably should have recorded the first time I faced Wizpig for Adventure 2, but it's generally just the same mission, just with the reverse track. I figure might as well see it all the way through. Consider it a little bit extra added onto the extra. I'm trying to remember where that last silver coin I'm missing is. I've actually been kind of like half paying attention to the gameplay on this because I get the, oh, you know what? I think it was like low after a boost, I want to say. Oh no, it's right there. It was just one that I just missed. Okay, I remember having to do this one multiple times, so I wasn't entirely sure on that one. I'm in third right now. We got Diddy and Winners Don't Use in the first two slots there. Not in that order, because Diddy was the second, and Winners Don't Use is in the first slot. Although last episode I said how many mistakes I made and how I was able to come back from it. I'm also using TT, which is basically like a get out of jail free card. But if you have the patience to do the time trials, TT is very worth it to do Adventure 2, which is essentially New Game Plus. Well, maybe not New Game Plus, because like there's nothing really to carry over from. It's just a little bit more difficult. It really messes with your muscle memory doing Adventure 2, because you grow so accustomed. Because I'm trying to think. In one standard playthrough, I was trying to do something there, but I'll get into that in a later level. Greenwood Village, here we go. If you go through the entirety of Adventure 1 and do the TT time trials, you go through each level 5 times, and that's if you manage to do everything first try. One coin is in the well there, just in Greenwood Village, so that's a good to point out. So you kind of have it ingrained in your muscle memory, like which directions you should be turning. But sometimes you forget after that. And even with like the warning things coming up on the screen there's no guarantee. This is a mean silver coin that they placed there. This one took me quite a while to do. Not nearly as long as Crescent Island, mind you, but still quite a long time. How was that? I'm pretty sure there's a half-hour of footage of me trying to do Crescent Island. And the tracks are short, so it wasn't even like that bad. One thing I'm realizing now that I didn't really notice when I played, I just thought I could get that next lap, and I should focus on trying to get in first. One thing I didn't notice about Diddy Kong Racing between this and Mario Kart has much longer tracks than Diddy Kong Racing does. Or like, inversely, they could have like slowed down the karts in Diddy Kong Racing. But I think they picked the pretty good speed for it. Oh yeah, and I missed it again, so I'm like, shoot! Gotta make that turn. Crunch gets ever the further ahead. That hill actually slows you down, but I don't know if it affects the CPU. I'm realizing just like how insane this this game was in terms of its graphical prowess. The wheels are sprites. Like they're not, I'm pretty sure the wheels aren't 3D models. I'm pretty sure they're sprites. Which I guess works a little bit easier when it's a cylinder, but the propellers are sprites too. Like they're not 3D models. They're 2D images that that change depending on what angle you're looking at the boat. And I don't mean that in terms of like I'm trying to think of how to phrase this properly. Like, that's a tough one. This one took me a little while to find all the coins as well. Not entirely sure how to phrase this, but like pretty much what I'm trying to say is like the graphical prowess of the N64 wasn't that great. So them to be able to basically make a makeshift, like, what am I trying to say here? First, make makeshift cylinders using sprites was like ingenious. Oh hey Crunch, you're an 8th. The wood bumpers on here are really nice as well. This pretty much turned into the next 2 laps I have to catch up with Diddy Kong. He's already passed the bridge. So I gotta go ahead and like get to that. I'm just saying that there's a lot of incredible stuff that the team over at Rare did with the limited tools that they had. Even though there's a zipper outside of the whoa, got a little boost off that one. Even though there's a zipper on the green balloon tunnel, I like taking the red balloon tunnel better because of the inside corner. I don't know which one's faster. I'm pretty sure the inside corner one is faster because those zippers can be kind of touch and go. Slowly but surely, I'm catching up to Diddy Kong. For some reason, I was gonna say Diddly, and then I stopped myself halfway through from saying Diddly, and I don't rightly know why. My fingers smell like lime because I went to a cafe today with little Manatee. He was very popular. He met some new people and new dogs, and I had myself a nice frozen beverage with a lime wedge in it.
Haunted Woods.
And it was alcoholic. Haunted Woods. I noticed I'm not really talking much about the races here, but and I probably should talk a little bit more about Boulder Canyon because there were some hidden silver coins in there. Haunted Woods is actually pretty straightforward. This one took me a couple tries just more based on skill stuff than anything. That right there where I missed one of the 2 ones that are lined up horizontally. That's a little bit of a snafu there. How many am I missing? I'm missing 5 at the end of the first lap. Well, I know where all 3 of them are. There's one at this turn here. And then there's the 2 ones that are horizontal each other. So as long as I get one of them this lap and the next one the next lap, so I should be fine. Just gotta remember to make a sharp turn. Which means I'm probably gonna do that thing where I do a complete 360 before I get that one. But Haunted Woods is coming up as one of our finished ones. Also, I've got the hiccups now. Manatee's been a good boy. He's slowly but surely learning. He's still a little bit bitey when he gets playful, but aside from that, he's doing well. He's passed out right now from his big day.
Space Dust Alley.
Now we're moving on to Future Funland and Space Dust Alley. Oh. I like, this is a very vaporwave aesthetic vibe to it. And I know that's kind of like that was like a common theme in like a lot of like 80s and 90s like space theme stuff, but like I just love that aesthetic. That one took me forever to find. And I pretty much just said, whatever, I'm gonna get them both in the first lap. I'm trying to think if there's any I miss on the first lap, because I already got 5. Oh yeah, there's one hidden back here, which is a real pain in the butt. And then this one right here. Yeah, no, I get them all in the first lap. Sometimes it's beneficial to do that, other times it's not, because Diddy, there's a good chance that Diddy might be too far ahead for me to catch him. But I got the go for it. Maybe they'll continue going. Maybe able to catch up. Who knows? We will see. You know, unless I crash into a tree like that. Which, by the way, love the fact that there are space trees. Although, again, they did great with what limited resources they had. So I can't really fault them for reusing the trees in this level. It's pretty much the tunnel's length ahead of me. But fortunately, they never take this shortcut. And they also go around the entirety of the actual track, so you can just cut through there and gain significant ground in them in Space Dust Alley. And I think they probably knew that as well. Because of, due to where they placed all the silver coins. One thing that, I honked my horn a little bit there. Honk. Oh yeah, at that point, I was honking my horn here because I wanted to see if holding down the button would make it go for longer, and it doesn't. Oh, you know what I should have done as well? I should have tested everybody's horns, because everybody has unique horns. There's also a code you can use that changes everybody's voice lines as well. Oh, this is what I wanted to show up. If you hold the R button when you do a loop, then you'll stay upside down for a while before you tilt back around. Doesn't give you any more of a boost after you do it, but, you know, it's there. Darkmoon Caverns. Go! At this point, I have no idea what I'm doing for my next Let's Play. I was considering doing Pokemon Snap, because I wanted to get that one out before the new Pokemon Snap dropped. And I can 100% it within the course of one stream. So if I were to do, and I have to check the schedule, like, I don't know when this is gonna come out. But if there's enough time, like, I might record a Let's Play of it, and yeah, I might record a Let's Play of Pokemon Snap and see how many episodes it's gonna take me, and see if I can get it out before the new one drops, and then move on to streaming the new one. Alternatively, I could stream the old one again, like have the VOD out for the. I don't know. I still have to pre-order that as well. I don't know if it's a digital only or if it's physical release as well. I hope it's physical release, because that's gonna be freaking awesome. Get up early, grab my copy, stream it, get a video out. That'll be fun. Anyway, I've been talking about Pokemon Snap, but I want to talk about this game some more. There is, also Masay is doing a Let's Play of Pokemon Snap right now as well. You can catch that over on her channel, youtube.com/Masayanella. At the time of me doing this anyway. But anyway, this level I had to do it twice because even though I got all the silver coins, the person in first got really far ahead of me. And like, because like, for some reason in this level in particular, the AI is faster for some reason. Spitting out to a shield, and I was a little bit panicking at this point because all I had left after this was the two loop-de-loops, and then the end. I think the loop-de-loops in this are really cool. That was something where it was like, whoa, Mario Kart can't do that. Darkmoon Caverns is done. But yeah, we'll see if Pokemon Snap is going to be the next Let's Play. I actually already did a Let's Play of Pokemon Snap, but it was on a stream with my buddy, and I was still doing ad breaks on streams in between, and I left all of that in, so it was just 3 minutes of just nothing happening, because I wanted to keep the conversation between me and my friend in there. Between my friend Drew. Anyway, Spaceport Alpha isn't terrible. There are some portions to it that are pretty bad where you gotta find the coins. This laser section in particular is pretty bad, and I don't know why I don't go for the shield in this, even though it would be infinitely helpful to get. But there's 3 in this trench right here. I get the feeling that's an homage to Star Wars, that trench. But I got all of them in one go this time, so it's all good there. I think I did have another situation where I managed to find them all by searching, but by the time I'd found them all, the other races were too far ahead, and I couldn't quite catch up with them. Although here we got Conker kind of in the lead there. However, the AI always gets stuck in that one part with the fan there, with the wind tunnel there, the pneumatic tube, as it were. I was trying to go for the boost, I ended up getting the shield instead, and I'm like, screw it, I'll just take it. So, like, the music and, like, the coloring and everything, it always reminded me of, like Buzz Lightyear. Like, this is a very, like, this is a very, like, Buzz Lightyear aesthetic, racetrack here on Spaceport Alpha. And I love it. Ooh, there's another thing there. I wonder hypothetically, like once again, Microsoft got the rights to Donkey Kong, and they remade this game. Would they keep all the 64 stuff that's around there? Because there's a lot of things that just say 64 all around this area. It kind of makes me wonder, like, how much, like, if they would, in order to change some of this stuff, would they have to have the source code, or can you decompile in-game footage like that? I don't know. Programmers in the chat, in the comments, let me know. Go on to our last 8 red coin, or 8 silver coins stage, course, Star City. I was so afraid that there was gonna be a silver coin in like the pit below here where you could fall off. Fortunately, there wasn't one. If they did put that there, they would be safe. I want to say I first or second tried this. I want to say it was first try because I feel like I would have been more prepared for that coin there than the maneuver I pulled off there. And I'm only missing 2, and both of them are in the city. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I first tried this. This level, I always said makes me think of Neo Bowser City. Because a couple, like, the aesthetic is kind of similar in that regard. Mostly, like, okay, so the city in this area definitely looks like Neo Bowser City. And it's a little bit different because it's reversed right now. Actually, no, it might, no, it's different because it's reversed right now. Okay. But then also, like, the area by the starting line, having, like, the drop-off near the high cliff to the left just, like, very much reminds me of Neo Bowser City. Like, that landscape looks nothing like Neo Bowser City, but the starting line just reminds me of it. We also, I never made this comparison before, but that, like, that sphere there that we just drove into, I always thought of Epcot whenever I'd drive into that. I haven't been to Disney World in years. It's been at least a decade since I've been to Disney World. Good memories there. Except for the Mission Mars ride, in which me and my cousins went on that, and we all got sick on it. And I also had a crippling fear of, like, outer space at the time, so I was scared the entire time. But that's beside the point. Anyway, we got all the silver coins, all the silver balloons. Didn't do the trophy race, but you know what? Well, I didn't show off the trophy race, rather, but we're going into the Wizpig race. Oddly enough, that cutscene isn't reversed. For mirror mode. I mean, like, again, limitations of the N64, but still. This took me a few tries to do, even with TT. Because you're always gonna, it's Wizpig. You're always gonna have trouble with Wizpig. Unlike other characters, and similar to the bosses, you know, he's always gonna be on the same path. I'm just glad they didn't add, like, obstacles that he throws at you, because that would have been awful. Alley-oop. Down-oop. I try to get that shield every lap, and I don't know if I do get it every lap. But at some point, I'm in pretty good position here. Like, I'm way ahead of him at the end of the first lap. This opening part here is the worst for me because you've got the meteorites and you've got the lasers, and they're just awful. I keep, like, constantly kind of hitting that, but I managed to maintain my lead. And taking that inside corner there for that is always good. I want to say, I haven't checked though, but I think there's a blue balloon on the outside of it, of that turn with the Wizpig statue. But I think it's more worth it to go for the inside corner. I missed the, so I'm well ahead of him right there, and I missed the invincibility. But I only get hit once though, so able to brush through that, no problem. Oh, yeah, I remember this part. That was a clenching moment right there. Not afraid to say that I clenched. Oh, you know what? I thought there was a blue balloon out there, but you probably would have been able to see it if there was, and I didn't see one. So I don't think there is a blue balloon. God, I wish I had the strategy guide for this. I wish I still had it. But it detailed every map and where each of the balloons were on each map. I opt to skip the blue balloon so that way I can guarantee that I get the shield here, because I'm far enough ahead where I don't need it. I also, yeah, I skipped getting this blue balloon so I don't just crash into something by mistake. And we did it. Let's Play Diddy Kong Racing is 100% in the bag. And I can't say that about a lot of the games I Let's Play, but this one was near and dear to my heart. So, I went for it. You know what? I was thinking I was gonna say I 100%ed all the Donkey Kong Country games, but I actually didn't. Donkey Kong Country 3, the 100% for that one actually eludes me. Because, in order to get true 100% on that, you have to use the code that makes the game harder. It gets rid of midway points. So maybe that'll come up sometime in the future. Maybe probably as a stream. Definitely not a Let's Play, though, because the only difference between the main game and hard mode is that there's no halfway points. Anyway, we get to see this cutscene again with the conga line. And winners don't use crunch, so he's in the back. I find it really funny how different the Banjo model looks between this game and Banjo-Kazooie. They really like smoothed out his edges there a little bit. Made him floppier. I was looking back at all like the areas in that. I didn't realize that like Dragon Forest was like an area where people lived. And I'm actually kind of like, there's a couple things that I'm like curious about as well in terms of some of these as well, because apparently like Pipsy was kicked out of her house in the story for this. Oh, there's Tricky again. There's TT. Yeah! Oh, you know what I didn't show that I wanted to show? Oh, man. So if you beat, the first Wizpig race, the one inside, the Wizpig statue on the island there, as TT, then another TT walks up for the cutscene that's like, hey, let's party! And it's just like, and it's a bigger TT as well, so it's just kind of funny in that regard. Yo, come on, Rare. I've been waiting 23 years for a sequel to this. 24 years for a sequel to this. You gotta give me something here. Hey! Time for the credits. Time to sing along, time for the credits. Little bit off key at the beginning there, but I managed to pick it back up and we're good. Hell yeah. Okay, we're going to stop singing now, because I should actually be talking. But anyway, yeah, we beat it. Beat the game. It was all well and good. This is, like I said, this was one of my favorite games from when I was a kid. Got it for Christmas of 1997. My brother and I played it so much. And I played it, and I played it a lot more than he did, because I was obsessed with it. But man, I remember there's like a whole movie of us from like one summer where we talked about that we defeated, the first iteration of Wizpig. I have no idea where that home movie is, though. I have no idea where any of that is. So I gotta get back into vlogging at some point. I definitely got more to like do and talk about, because I've got the little manatee with me now, who's just sleeping on the floor right now. But yeah. And I think I did end up beating this game, both this and Adventure 2 when I was a kid. I'm not 100% sure on Adventure 2. I might not have beaten that, but I definitely beat Adventure when I was a kid. And we did end up unlocking TT. That I remember. It was my brother and I going back and forth on on Fossil Canyon over and over again, trying to beat him there. And that ended up turning out not to be too hard as a 31-year-old man. Oh boy. But yeah. This Let's Play is coming to a close. All balloons are red, bombs away. Plenty of other codes as well. I'm trying to remember what they all are, but I don't quite remember them all that well. We got our time oh, these are my times from the parts that I didn't show. Anyway, who knows what the next adventure will bring us? Whether it be on console, PC, handheld, who knows? But all I know is that I had a lot of fun playing this with you guys. I hope you had fun watching. And even though it was a short adventure, it was one that it's one that I definitely cherish, because I have so many memories with this game. See you all next Let's Play. I'll let the rest of the credits play out before we get to the end screen. Later.